How's it going, everybody? MrYourWilly here. Time for another episode of Season 3. Once again, my steam engines have run out of energy. Thankfully, there's some energy stored in here as well as in here. But I haven't been running my machines or anything because I need more coal. I'm completely, well, out. I don't have any coal. I don't even think I have any sawdust left, so I can't even make charcoal. So that's one thing that we're going to work on, is getting some more coalish type things. Also, I put some wheat on here right before I started the episode, so that's going quite well. I might build a few more of those. But we also want to work on the... oh, thought I knocked that down. Oops, that dirt's supposed to be there. That one of my diggers didn't. Yes, it did. Well, I'm out of cobblestone too. That's interesting. But... Hello, Wilson. So today I don't have any mail, but that's because all the comments were about the question I asked last episode, which is what walls I should use for the inside of my house. So here is what you guys suggested. Nico9Live suggested wood with stone brick. Master suggested wood. And then Cowboy said wood with logs and stone brick on top. Endless Misery said wood and wool and wood. And Pig Catapult said wood and a cream color like marble if it looks good, and wood. So here is all of the ones that were suggested, and I'm going to use the ones that are the parts of the ones that I like and try out some things later today. But we need some more materials, so I'm actually going to go hunting for some materials out in the wild, which is where most of my hunting of materials will be. So I shall be back once I find one of the things that I am looking for. Before I cut the camera off, though, I wanted to let you guys know I added 3 new mods to the Let's Play. I added Thaumic bees because I have bees and extra bees in Thaumcraft, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Thaumic bees originally, but you know, I kind of like it. I looked at it a little bit more, and there's some really cool things that you can do with it. It's going to be more of a mid-game thing anyways, so it's not something that like you need at the very beginning of your gameplay. I mean, first you need obviously to start working on Thaumcraft, and hoping I can make that jump in bees before you can. Dang it, I keep missing. Before you can actually really get anywhere with it. But, so I decided, yeah, I'll add that in. So we have Thaumic bees. We also have Applied Energetics, which is a mod spotlight that I saw a few different modders do. The first one that I saw was from Dire Wolf, but another gentleman also did a little tutorial on it, a little bit showing off some of the newer features because they just updated and that kind of thing. And appetite. Okay, but anyways, I added Applied Energetics as well to my Let's Play. It is definitely a mid to end game mod, but it does have some ore generation, which is why I added it now, because I haven't explored the world all that much. So I don't have to worry about, you know, ore generation not happening. Also, because I have Mystcraft, I'll be exploring other dimensions, and any ore that doesn't get added will also be added to that, as you know, those new worlds as well. So if you're wanting to add Applied Energetics, definitely add it at the beginning of your game, or at least don't explore too far. You could also trim your world too, so that the ore generation restarts, but that can cause some weird effects on the surface, like half trees and things like that. But so I added Applied Energetics. I also added BuildCraft because Nico9Live suggested that I add it because it's more of a decorative mod than anything. And I saw who did I think Captain Caveman, or not Captain Caveman, Captain Caveman. No, Caveman Miner, or some other guy. He does a lot of YouTube videos about mods and Minecraft and that kind of thing. But he did a tutorial showing it off, and maybe Chimney Swift did. I can't remember if he did or not. But I saw a couple different videos on it, and I really liked that... Oh, well, this is interesting. What are you? White marble slab. Black marble slab. And gray marble slab. By the way, these are from the a mod that I... Oh, you know what? I don't have... I don't have a lot of energy left on this thing. That's okay. But this is all from... Stop doing that. This is all from the chimney mod that I have added. Adds these forms of marble. They're not RedPower marble, so don't get confused with them being RedPower marble. That's what I'm looking for. Sweet. So me babbling about the mods that I added. I was looking for a volcano. This is basalt in its raw form. It looks like endstone, or not endstone, like the end sky. It has this very particularly, it almost looks like obsidian almost. And I actually kind of like the look of it. Obviously, it doesn't look anything like normal basalt would, but it, or like from the normal vanilla version of it. But the basalt cobblestone looks like so, which is actually a really cool flooring. Actually, it looks better than normal cobblestone because it's in the square pattern. So it's a great road material, by the way. But I'm going to be collecting this stuff. And nice thing is it doesn't take a lot of energy. I do need as much as I can get. So what I'm going to do is I will mark this off, and I shall be back after I energize my diamond drill, and I'll be back at the house in a bit. So I just collected a stack right there, and I'm like, well, I think it's time to go home. I'm walking this way, and then I see something kind of in the corner there. I don't know if you see it, but it's right there. That is a Thaumcraft world generation, and I didn't even notice it until I was walking back. Aww, chicken died. Not really sure what killed it. It's kind of weird. I would have assumed that this would have all despawned by the time I came back. Whatever happened there. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's like a tree got killed. But sheep. But it's a obelisk, I think is what they call it. There's different ways that they get generated. This is just a pillar form. I'm gonna just quickly mine this stuff out. Let's see what this is called. Yeah, a totem, not obelisk. I think the Thaumcraft 2 was called obelisk. But this one is a totem. Sheep, what are you? Attracted to the totem. You're stealing our sacred totem. We built this totem with our bare sheepy hands. Ah, no, I'm in a hole. Alright, let's get out of here. So there's the tile, and then there's the totem, is the two forms of it. I don't have any... Wait. Oh, it's because it keeps getting put in my resupply bag, which is fine. But, I need to stop switching those around. There we go. Take some coal while I'm at it, too. But, I'll be back at the house in a bit. The totem isn't of any... Oh, it's almost nighttime, too. Totem isn't of any use to me right now, but it'll definitely be useful later on in the Let's Play. So I'm definitely going to collect that and keep it. A lot of oil all over the place here in the forest. Huh. Alright, we made it back to the house soundly and safely. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this coal... I'll just keep it, whatever. So let's go ahead and get what I want first off. I need... Let me think. I need at least 6. I'm just going to cook that up. I'm going to leave the rest as the cobblestone form of it because, well, there's no point in cooking up cobblestone into stone slabs type of thing if you're not going to use it. It's just a waste of energy. Hey, I heard an Enderman. Enderman, where'd you go? Yeah. Oh, well. He ran off. But that'll turn it back into basalt, which it can then be turned. I think I had 6, so 6. There we go. Which then can be turned into solid basalt, which I'm not going to turn this into quite yet, because we want to work on the house just a bit more. And then I'm going to show you, actually, before I show you anything almost done, I'm going to show you what I promised last episode. Are you, like, evil or are you peaceful now? Nope, evil, and there's a creeper behind me. That was retarded. Not sure why it spawned on top of my house like that. That's just weird. Well, there's that glitch again where everything's like disappeared. For some reason, the only way to fix it is logging out and logging back in. And I'm not really sure what causes that glitch. Ah, good. Wilson's still alive. I was worried there for a second. Poor Wilson.
Man, there's like an explosion and everything. I was scared.
Alright. I'll be right back after I fix this hole that creeper so kindly left me. Somehow I lost my, it's interesting, it's just like a little spider symbol for the spider. Somehow I lost my sword from that explosion. I wasn't able to find it. So I'm just going to replace it with the chainsaw for now, because it does do damage like a sword. And it works. So out of these, which one do I like? I like the wood and the marble and not a ceiling of it, because it just looks too much info when you're looking up and down this info or style. So I think I'll do wood, because I like that. Logs I like too, but I'm using logs as pillars. So for this room, I think I'll use wood, marble, wood. So I'm just gonna knock all this down, and we'll be back. And because I GM'd all this stuff in, I'm just going to break it with creative mode so I don't get any of it back. Because no need of cheating the items, especially items that are not that hard to get, like wood and stone. So I had 34-ish marbles. One of them was the one that I used in the creative build, but whatever, I don't mind losing one. It's just weird, because it's like actually there, but it's not really there. It's just kind of weird. But anyways, let's go ahead and work on this bit a bit. So what I'm going to do is I have these panels, right? I'm going to, why won't you let me put it in my crafting table? Oh, because it still thinks I'm in creative. It's weird. I thought I took myself out of that. Normal. Utility mode. Huh, that was just weird. Anyways, what I can do is I can turn these into some covers and then some strips, but that's too thin. What I'm going to actually do is maybe, I think panels are too thin. I think I'm going to need some slabs, and then I'm going to cut the slabs in half, make them strips, right? Then I'm going to turn this into some slabs, and then those into some strips. And then I'm going to cut these down, and I'm actually going to cut these down quite a bit. And there's a reason why I want to cut those down so thin. And I'll show you all these right now. So first off, we want to do some wood for the bottom, right? I like having it so that the bottom is more like edging. And that's a lot more like edging. A full block, that's a really big block. In vanilla Minecraft, there's not much you can do about it. But I have mods. I can do something about it. So to fix that look, I'm going to use that. So that basically adds kind of like a half, like edging for the very far edge of it. Now, real edging, by the way, people, actually is like this. So if you want to make it look even more realistic, you actually put the edging along the side like so, and all the way around the side, by the way. And that's real edging on a house. It doesn't go right up to the wall, but yeah, I don't know if I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have this type of edging. And the nice thing is you can easily just turn it right back into paneling, covering, whatever. The reason why I made it cover should be very obvious now. I used 1 marble, right? And I got 16 panels. So I got pretty much 16 quote-unquote blocks out of that 1 block. And that just allows me to easily, you know, fill up large areas with one block instead of having to mine out a whole bunch of blocks. Now, if it's something that's not really that hard to get, which, you know, there's a lot of things out there that's not that hard to get, like wood, for instance, then sure, you know, I'll go ahead and just use the full block. But for walls and things like that, might as well, with marble, save on that wood and do it like so. Now, I have this marked off for the door because obviously I knocked down this whole wall. And so for the door, what I'm going to do is actually, oops, that's not what I want. I want to make it some panels, or some sidings, and then make it some strips, and then one of those strips I want to cut into some corners. There we go. And then I can do, you know, some more like so. And then where the corners is, I'm going to put the corner right there and right there. And then the same thing with this. Obviously I want some slabs, some of that, and one of those to be a corner here. And then I'm gonna just throw my saw all over the place, so I have to pick it up later. And then do that. So there we go. Now we still have that same edging material, and the bonus to this is I can always just remove these two and put a different backing here. So if I want this room to have a different wall than this room, I can totally do it. I have the technology. So let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm probably going to need at least, you know, a lot more sidings. So let's get 16. Oh, I guess that was 2 marble, not 1 marble for 16. But that's okay. And let's get more of those. And we're also going to need some more of these. And you get a whole bunch of that. Perfecto. And sad thing is I'm always going to have, you know what, I can fix that right now. I was going to say I'm always going to have 2 more. I am going to have 2 more on one unless I do something like this. Get some slabs and then turn that into covers. There we go. Alright, so now I'll have the exact same number of wood, 2 corners. Now this side I don't need anything because you're not going to see it. Until I need to see it, there's no point in wasting materials covering it up. Now let's go ahead and do that like so, all the way up and all the way down. And then I can do the same right here. And the nice thing is because it uses the vanilla texture for it, there's no weird glitchiness to it. So corners like that, you see it when you're like looking at it. That's not the end of the world here. Come on, there, and there, and then there. And I'll just finish. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. But yeah, you can do that too, you know, like fill up the whole corner and everything. I want that corner piece. Guess I could have just turned on magnet mode, but it's okay. I don't mind doing that for now. What? Okay, I just put something here, but it didn't put. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and just finish this side off. And like so. And then I'm going to also do it to this. Because I just filled that in because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put in here. I did put a torch in, good. Let's do some wood like so. And then some marble like so. And, ooh, apatite. And then more marble, marble, stone. And collect all of that. It's weird because I can't like collect that corner piece as easily. Alright, so we kind of have the basics of what we want to do. I'll just go ahead and put it here too while we have that spare corner. There, and then here I want to build a TV. because TVs are awesome. Everybody should have it and waste their brain power watching silly shows like the History Channel and stuff. So much you could possibly do, like watch Adventure Time, much better. Anyways, I'm gonna sleep the night away and run away from the zombie, and we will be back. Alright, we are back, and I just want to make sure that I have what I need for this build. I want this, I want that, the marble I'm gonna save because I still want to do that. That's probably more basalt than I need, but that's perfecto. And let's go ahead and cook this sand up here. No, not pulverize it. Cook it up right there. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys some things like I said last episode and the beginning of this one. I want to show you guys some things you can do with corn, because corn is quite a useful material, actually extremely useful. So let me show you some things. So here's some corn seeds. I'm going to save one corn kernel so I can make some more. And then here's some corn. So you can eat corn right now as it is once it's dropped off the plant. It'll heal you, or it'll give you about 1.5 of the little food bars at the bottom there. You can also, here, let me just turn off the output. You can also cook up corn. And this will give you corn on the cob. This will give you 3 little hunger bar things, which is the same amount as what bread would do. It's about 5 hunger it fills you up, which is the same as bread, which is 5 hunger. You can also put corn kernels in there. This is 3 hunger, 5 hunger. And this is 3 hunger as well, so the same as corn itself. But it has a nice little bonus. So I'll go and show you what the bonus is because it's the only one that has it. Let me just kind of get a little hungry by running around here and sprinting. You know, gotta keep your cardio workouts up, else you won't be able to run away from those zombies. You know. So anyways, that's good enough. So if I eat corn on the cob and corn, it just gives me normal hunger filling, just like it would any other time. One thing I am going to do though is just turn this to that and just cook the rest of it, because you know that's 3, the same as what popcorn is. But if you eat popcorn, you get that filled up, and you also get a speed boost for a bit. So it's a nice little addition. Gives you half as much as what you know, almost half as much as what you would get if you cooked up some corn, but having a nice little bit of a speed boost is not the worst thing that could ever happen to you. It's actually quite a good thing. So that's what corn is used for, other than planting and growing. You can cook it and eat it. And let's get that glass out. Alright, perfect. And I also need, yep, okay, I should have everything that I want, hopefully. Alright, so one thing that I want to do is figure out, is it F7, Shift F7? Oh, it's because I have that on? No, F7 should be it. Yep, alright, so monsters can spawn right there. I don't want that. Gonna put that there. You can spawn outside, but not inside. I don't want monsters sneaking up on me. Alright, so that should be F7. So that should go away now. Perfect. Okay. Like I said, I want a TV here. Let's go ahead and remove that and place it right there. So the TV is going to be a... let's actually remove this. I'm not sure exactly what I want to put there quite yet. That should be fine. Let's also move some of this away, I think. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright. Portable crafting. Alright, so what I want to craft here requires a lot of wood and a lot of planks. And I believe the recipe is like so. No. Maybe I should look up the recipe. So let's quickly remove that. Alright. What I want to craft is a bookshelf. Not a normal bookshelf, mind you, but one of these kind of bookshelves. And these bookshelves are crafted like so. The other thing I want to craft is an item shelf, which I guess is not called an item shelf. Let's try shelf. There we are. Just an oak shelf. So like so. So, first things first, let's craft the oak shelf. Planks like so, and a wood thing in the middle. We'll craft you one shelf. Now I'm going to need 2 of these. So let's go ahead and do that and put another one like so. Get 2 shelves. And then I want to craft that bookshelf, which was potions. I guess I could always search it up while I'm in here, which is planks in the middle. That's right. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to need a lot more slabs in a bit, I think. So I'm going to need, yeah, let's craft 2 of these at least. And then a 3rd one. So we need some slabs here. That's the basics of what I need. I need more than that in a bit, so I'll just craft those when I need to. And in the meantime, I guess I will just put cobblestone down here. That will be replaced by something else. So we want a shelf here and a shelf here and bookshelves here. Now, these are quite useful, and I will show you the use for them after I'm finished with this craft. The next thing I need, actually I guess I can show you in a sec here. The next thing I need is some copper, which I did forget to grab. So in here I should have, oh, I don't have enough copper. Well, I shall be back. I need more copper. By the way, I'm in my mines right now, and I'm using this to F7 function to kind of figure out where monsters spawn, so that I can kind of prevent them from spawning in on me. I don't have a way to prevent that yet. There's a lot of area over there, so I'll just do that. But yeah, this whole area was like monster spawning ground, but I got what I came for. Alright, we're back. I'm also making the rest of the bookshelves that I wanted to make, as well as grab something in a bit. I'll grab that later. Alright, so, oh, I'm also wanting to, I forgot to do this. Where's my miner's backpack? There you are. Pulverize this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pulverize that away. And while that's pulverizing, I'll show you a use for these bookshelves, which are really cool. And the other shelves that I made. So, bookshelves, that's pretty self-explanatory. They hold books. When you right-click them, without anything in your inventory, you get this kind of display, and you can put, you know, books in it. The cool thing is, you know, it actually shows up on the shelf that you put it on. You can also right-click with a book in your hand to get it out, and shift right-click that shelf. So if I click the bottom one, nothing happens, but if I click the right one, the book will come out. Now, being a linking book, it actually falls on the ground like that, but normally the book would go right into your inventory. Now, the item shelves are very similar. Right-click it, you get little, you know, displays for the items themselves. So let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. So you got the torches down there and the items that make the torches up above. And you can right-click while looking at them to get the items out. And you can also right-click while looking at the spot to put it on. So there's like a cobblestone brick. And the nice thing is it will actually put a whole stack. I just picked it up in my miner's backpack, didn't I? Or not my miner's one, the other one. Also, they updated it. You can't pick up backpacks while the backpack is open. So the mistake that I always do is just switching my backpack around. You can't do that. So that's really nice. You know, like corn, any block or any item, even books can be put there. So like if I put the linking book there, it looks like the linking book instead of the other way, which actually looks like books on the shelf. I'm just going to go ahead and go into GM mode here for a sec. And just type in books. Now, I'm just going to grab these basic books. Now, the written book and the book and quill and all the Mystcraft books can go in the bookshelf. And the nice thing is it actually, you know, oopsies, adds up to it. The only book that can't be is just normal vanilla books. They can't be. So let me just grab a few more writing books here and just fill that up a bit. And as you can see, you know, it can go all the way across, and it looks quite nice when it gets full. So let me just do that. So there you go. So there's a full bookshelf, and you can, you know, if you take the book out in the middle, it won't be like the middle one's missing. It'll just take it from the side. And when you take them out, it goes from right to left. So you can't just take a random book out of like the middle or something. You actually have to go into the inventory to get it. So that should be enough time for the ore to be macerated and all that. Let me put my linking book back so you don't lose it. That's what I want right there. Perfect. And let's go ahead and turn that into a block. And also let's go back to utility mode. So that's what a block of copper looks like. I kind of like it. It looks nice. It looks like a copper version of the iron block. So perfect. That's the last item I needed. So let's go ahead and finish my original build. First off, we want bookshelves. Now the nice thing is, you notice here it doesn't have that pillar on top of it. But if you put something on top, it has a supporting beam. That is true with the item frames, as well as another one that you can get from BuildCraft. So there you go. Now this is my entertainment center holding thing. Now we want a TV in the middle because, well, what entertainment system is complete without a TV? Really? Do I need? I didn't think I needed that. Be right back. I'm actually quite surprised. I thought the ruby one would be strong enough, but apparently copper needs to be cut with a diamond handsaw. So the diamond handsaw works just like all the other ones, but can cut pretty much anything. Why are you still not working? Copper block. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I searched up. Let's get this and do copper. Oh. Copper cut by handsaw, diamond, right? But it's made with that form of copper, not this form of copper. It's a different form of copper. So I do need a diamond saw, but that form is wrong. Let me fix that. Alright, so apparently I need an item that what is getting killed in here? Oh, just a zombie. There. But anyways, I had to get some cows, which is quite a ways, by the way, that's a silverwood tree, quite a ways away from home. So bees is close enough to the home. It's all the way over there. So, found a temple too, but I won't explore that temple yet. But I need cows. Cows. I'm gonna keep those cows. I'm actually gonna mark this as cow, so that we know that cows are here, because those will still be alive. I'm just gonna destroy these ones because they have an item that I need. Thank you, cow. Thank you for nothing. You gave me what I needed. You also. You're so kind. Ooh. Let me get this one over here. And nothing. Alright. On my way home. Alright, we are back. I'm just going to cook that up. I also cooked up that steak, so I have some food. Food. Slowly running down on energy here. Let's go ahead and grab... Oops, wrong one. 3 of you. Because what I need to do is I need to craft a book as one of the ingredients here. Now that will create a linking book if you just put a normal book in, as you guys know by now, hopefully. That's actually a mob drop, so I'll put that in here. And did I put... No, okay. I also need an iron. I think I need a gold. And I need you. And I also need... Really? Out of all my exploration, I didn't find that at all. Oh, fine. We'll just try this then. Actually, where's my sickle? That's not my sickle. That's my sickle. What are you? You are purple flower. Interesting. Ah, there we go. Indigo. That's what I needed. I actually ran across some indigo flowers, but I thought I had some here, but I didn't. It was a lie, apparently. So anyways, indigo flower will give you indigo dye. Indigo dye plus green cactus will give you cyan dye. We're gonna have tons of dyes here. Let's put that all away. Alright, cyan dye plus gold ingot plus iron ingot plus book. No, not... I missed a step. And I know what step I missed. Plus wool. There we go. Oh, there's a lapis. I knew I had lapis. Just didn't remember leaving it in there. Because I'm like, I swear we grabbed like a whole bunch of lapis earlier. There we go. Like so, we'll give you a forge lexicon, which does absolutely nothing when you right click it. But if you shift right click it, we'll give you the forge lexicon. Here's some information about it. But I'll go ahead and step you through that. Putting copper in here will give you copper, or copper, or copper, or copper, or copper. Now, we want a very specific copper. We want the copper that RedPower likes. Diamond. Nope. Oh wait, no, it would be here. It would be... Yes, that's the copper we want. So if we transmute it, it'll transmute all that copper into this copper. The reason why there's there's actually tons of different kinds of copper is because each mod uses similar like ores, copper being one of the ones that is used a lot. Tin is used, silver is even used between different mods, and even lead is. Because of that, see, here's that form of copper, and then here's this form of copper, and then there's that form of copper. There's 3 different forms of copper I even have in my own inventory. Now, actually, just to fix that, let's transform this form of copper. Actually, no, wait. This is the form of copper we want to transform. I'm not even sure why I have that. This shouldn't have happened. But we want to transform it into at least, you know, this kind. So we have something similar to match with. Because that's the form of copper we get with thermal expansion. Anyways, once again, let's turn this back into a copper block. That's the wrong kind of copper block. What's going on here? Didn't we just go through... Oh, wait. No. There's one form of copper that gets turned into this kind of copper block. Copper ingot. Hold on, I'm going to try and figure out which form of copper this is, because there's this form too. So many different kinds of copper. I'll be back. Okay. We have every form of copper available, and I can show this by putting this kind in here, and then there's that, there's that, there's that, and there is that, and then it just cycles back to the original. Now, I just used the stack of copper that I already had in here. So I already had copper that I needed, I guess. So that turns into that form of copper block. That forms into that form of copper block. That forms into that form of copper block. And that turns into that form of copper block. I just want a copper block, but that's not the copper block I need. So what I'm going to do is cheat, because this is what I want, a copper block. This is a copper block, different kind of copper, but I can't seem to get this kind of copper because this is very specific to RedPower. For whatever reason, I can't get it through normal copper, even though the recipe for it is just a copper ingot, which is what I was making. See, You can make it out of copper ore, which is, this is the form that's generating in my world. And yeah, so, oh, I need to toss one of these. Doink. So if I ever need to like switch it because RedPower is finicky like that, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I even ran out and got like a lexicon and everything solely for making it like as proper as possible, and still I couldn't do it. So I'm sorry if that upsets any of you, but I really don't care. I tried my hardest. All right, so we want some, I think panels is what I want. Or is it a cover? Actually, yeah, I think it's a cover I want. Oops, I don't need that many covers. That's okay. And then one of the covers I'm going to turn into a strip. And then that strip I'm going to cut into a corner. So this is a cover corner. No, wait, it isn't a cover corner that I need. Oopsies. Let's turn that back into a strip. It's actually a panel, so I need another. Let's just do that. Okay, so panel, let's get that out of there, to a strip, to a corner. All right, so that's what I wanted. Perfect. This one is going to be the very difficult to do one. So I want a slab, strip, and a slab cover. No, I want a cover slab strip. So here's a slab, right? So I'm going to put that in, and this is a panel and some covers. So I'm going to need a cover slab. So I'm going to need, I think, 4 of these. So let me go ahead and just make one more. It says a cover, right? And I need a cover slab. So we have covers here, we have panels here. Now panels will give you a slab. And then if you put that, will give you a cover slab. Now I need to turn this into some strips and some corners. Now this will give me the 2 strips that I need. But now I'm going to need to get my cover panel back. So let's do this. Let's cover panel. And I'm actually going to need a slab. So let me turn that into a slab. That won't work for what I need. Turn that back into a cover slab, which I'm not sure why I got it. Oh yeah, I had another slab, which will then turn it into a cover slab strip, which will then turn it into a cover slab corner, which I need 4 of. That should be right. While we're here though, I'm also going to want to store this. I don't want to accidentally use it because I'd rather use this. I need to turn these into some strips, which will turn those just into some pillars. I only need 1 pillar, so we can turn, I'll just leave it as that so we don't have like a ton of stuff being put in here. What's that? That's just a book and quill. Oh yeah, I made a second one somehow. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so I want this. I also want to turn this glass into something. I want to turn into cut in from a slab. I only need 1 glass, by the way. Turn that 1 slab into a panel. Turn that panel into a cover. And then with that cover, turn it into a triple cover. That's 1, right? So I'm gonna need a few more of these. So that's a panel, and that's covers. And it looks like I'm gonna have to cut 1 more up. So that's a triple cover, 2. I was hoping I wasn't going to need to cut the glass twice, but that's okay. Turn that into panels, and then turn that into another, whoopsies, cover here, so that works for that. And now we have another triple cover. Got some panels here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these into covers, so we have, once again, limit how much of the extra we have. And then I'm going to put this glass back in there. That's why I cooked up a glass, by the way, is I specifically wanted it for this. Whew, lots and lots of micro blocks. So let's build the TV. TV is pretty simple to build. I'm going to need to put this, 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 and that in my inventory. So the triple cover slab, that's the corner, that's the slab. Or not triple cover slab, the cover slab strip and the cover slab corner gets put like so. This is going to be the TV monitor. It's kind of a big TV monitor, but if you can see, it just sticks out barely from this, and that is actually intentional because behind it, I'll be putting this panel. Now, the panel has to be behind it, which is why I wanted this to be slightly thicker than a strip, because if it wasn't, it would have looked like this, and that doesn't really look well, you know, having it the same. So that just sticks out, looks nicer. And then in the corners here, we're gonna put those, well, corners to kind of make it look like now the TV is rested on some steps there. And then right here, where this torch is conveniently in my way, I want to build a table for, well, the couch. So you can put your soda drinks on and that kind of stuff. And looks like I needed 2 of those. I thought I made 2. Because you always get like 2 with everything. Maybe I only made 1 panel? I'm confused. There it is. I accidentally only turned 1 of the strips. There we go. I needed 2 of them. So this will be the feet of the table of your soda drink holder. And now you might be thinking, wow, this is a really tall table. Because if you put anything on top of it, I mean, the table's in the way. Well, that's why I made these triple covers. The nice thing about covers is if you put them, even if it's glass, you can break them and you don't have to worry about losing the glass. And the triple cover is just 3 covers thick. So it's 1 cover thicker than a panel. And so it's, you know, 3 times this thickness. That's a decent thickness for a table. But obviously we don't want it this low. We want it to be, well, on top of it, which is like that. So let me remove this. But wait a minute, wait, where did my glass go? There it is. These pillars are too tall. Well, the nice thing about pillars, and I really like this about them, is if you put something on top of them that's a micro block, it will actually cut the pillar down in size. So if I had 4 covers thick, it would make the pillars even shorter. If I made it a slab, that's about the thickness, it would make it shorter. You can make it all the way until this thing barely is like, you can make it so that this pillar is 1 cover thick. If you make it so that this is an anti-cover block, which, by the way, you can make an anti-cover block. So there's the table, there's the TV, and this torch is totally in my way still. I'm just gonna, can I put it on? Oh yeah, because it's glass, I can't put it on. I can't put it on those because they're micro blocks. Just gonna, yeah, just gonna put it there until I get a better light source here. But there you go. My living room is kind of getting completed. What I was going to show you this episode, the last thing I was going to show you, I'm not going to show you just because every delay ended up making it longer than I wanted to. I wasn't expecting that the copper here to be that much of a complication. But there's not much I can do about that. So next episode, I will show you what I was going to craft for you guys, and we'll see you guys then. Like, comment, and subscribe as always to join the epicness. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios. One thing that I forgot to mention to you guys, since I think I forgot to, is the download file for episode 10. It has been available. I forgot to mention it last episode that I uploaded it. It includes the config file as well as the world file. As far as I progressed since the end of episode 10, and the config files, just in case you haven't updated your config files to match mine, you can download the config files there as well. Once again, see you all later. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios.